Hello, passionate Celtic FC fans. This is Celtic Central News, your exclusive source for Celtic updates. Before we kick off, we appreciate the incredible support. If you love Celtic, subscribe now, hit like, and let's build this community together. Now onto the latest news. A warm welcome to new subscribers. Your support is crucial. Hail, hail. Alright, let's dive into the swirling buzz that's been lighting up the Scottish football scene like wildfire. Billy Gilmore, the young midfield maestro, is reportedly closing in on a move to Celtic. Yes, you heard it right. The very same Billy Gilmore, who's been turning heads with his calm composure and slick passing skills, is set to don the famous green and white hoops. The rumor mill has been grinding non-stop, with insiders whispering that Celtic have finally secured his signature deal that's got the fans buzzing with excitement and anticipation. The prospect of Gilmore anchoring the midfield, wearing the number 8 jersey, brings with it a whole new wave of hope and expectation at Parkhead. This move, if it goes through, could reshape the dynamics of the Scottish Premiership and inject a fresh dose of creativity and control in Celtic's engine room. Imagine the artistry, the vision, and the class he could bring to the team. The very qualities that have earned him comparisons to one of the modern greats, MODRIC. Supporters have already taken to social media chants echoing through stands, and streets alike dubbing him the new MODRIC, an enormous compliment and a heavy mantle for any young player to carry. Yet the excitement surrounding Gilmore's imminent arrival is undeniable, as it stirs up dreams of a midfield maestro who can dominate possession and dictate the pace with supreme elegance and intelligence. This rumored signing isn't just about a player joining a club. It feels like a seismic moment in Scottish football that could ripple for seasons to come, signaling a shift in ambition and style for Celtic. The murmurs growing louder by the day reflect a collective yearning for that kind of magic on the pitch, the kind that makes you stop and marvel at the beauty of the game. And with Gilmore stepping into the spotlight, the expectations are sky high. The narrative is rich with possibility, and the fans are already gearing up to witness a new chapter in their club's storied history. Could this be the dawn of a new era where Celtic's midfield pulses with the brilliance of a prodigy ready to leave his mark? Only time will tell, but the rumor alone has created a buzz that's impossible to ignore. Turning to the playing style and potential impact of Billy Gilmore at Celtic, the excitement is almost palpable as fans and pundits alike speculate on how his presence could transform the team's midfield dynamics. Known for his calmness under pressure, exceptional passing range, and ability to control the tempo of the game, Gilmore fits perfectly into the role of a deep-lying playmaker, often seen wearing the number 8 at Celtic, a number traditionally associated with creativity and leadership in midfield. There's talk that this signing might be exactly what Celtic need to stabilize their midfield, giving them the fluidity and control that has sometimes been missing in recent seasons. His ability to read the game, coupled with his technical skills, could allow Celtic to dominate possession in a way that has eluded them, especially against top rivals in the Premiership and in European competitions. The comparison to MODRIC, though, ambitious hints at the type of influence Gilmore could aspire to. Not just in passing, but in orchestrating play and making decisive contributions in big matches. Supporters have latched onto this narrative, imagining Gilmore slipping into the midfield with the same grace and intelligence that has made MODRIC a global icon. But beyond the hype, there's also cautious optimism, as fans know the pressure that comes with such expectations and wonder if Gilmore can live up to the billing. The rumor of him wearing the number 8 jersey adds another layer of intrigue, suggesting that Celtic see him not just as a squad player, but as a central figure in their plans moving forward. This number carries a certain heritage at Celtic, with past legends who embodied skill, leadership, and tenacity. If Gilmore can replicate even a fraction of that, the club's midfield could become a powerhouse in Scotland once again. The possibility of this transfer ignites a hope that Celtic can recapture the fluid, dominant style that has brought them glory in years gone by. And while nothing is official yet, the prospect of Gilmore stepping into such a pivotal role is fueling discussions everywhere, from fan forums to expert analysis. This rumor is more than just a signing, it's a potential shift in how Celtic could play, how they might control games, and how they aspire to compete at a highest level. The whispers, growing louder every day, are a testament to the magnetic pull of this young talent and the dreams that Celtic fans now dare to dream. Adding fuel to the fire, the social media buzz around Billy Gilmour's potential arrival at Celtic has reached fever pitch, with fans clamoring to welcome him as the new heart of the midfield. The hashtag new MODRIC has been trending among the Celtic faithful, accompanied by fan art, memes, and passionate video edits showcasing Gilmour's best moments, further cementing the narrative that he could be the creative spark the team has been craving. This groundswell of enthusiasm paints a vivid picture of what supporters expect a player who not only brings technical excellence, but also embodies the spirit and flair synonymous with Celtic's illustrious history. The idea of Gilmour stepping into the iconic #8 shirt is particularly symbolic, as it represents the hopes that he will take on the mantle of a playmaker who leads by example, sets the rhythm, and elevates those around him. Among the fans, there's a growing belief that Gilmour's style, composed, intelligent, and precise, matches perfectly with the Celtic philosophy of possession-based attacking football. The rumor of this deal is therefore seen not just as a transfer, but as a statement of intent by the club's management, signaling a push to reclaim dominance domestically and make a deeper impact in Europe. Experts have also weighed in with some drawing parallels between Gilmour's approach to the game and that of the likes of MODRIC, albeit with a young player's raw potential waiting to be fully unlocked. It's this blend of technical skill, vision, and untapped promise that has fans dreaming of a golden era. However, alongside the excitement, there are whispers of caution. Will Gilmour be able to handle the pressure that comes with such lofty comparisons? Can he adapt quickly enough to Celtic style and the physical demands of the Scottish Premiership? These questions swirl amid the hype, but the overwhelming sentiment remains hopeful. The fans' collective voice is loud and clear. They want Gilmour to be the architect of their future successes, a beacon of creativity and calm in the middle of the park. This rumor, swirling with anticipation and expectation, has injected a new sense of optimism into the Celtic camp, reminding everyone why football can inspire such passionate belief in what might be. Meanwhile, whispers from within Celtic's coaching staff hint at a strategic vision that places Billy Gilmour at the very core of their plans. Sources close to the club suggest that the coaching team sees Gilmour as the linchpin in a midfield overhaul, aimed at blending youthful energy with tactical intelligence. The potential signing is not merely about adding depth, but about reshaping how Celtic controls games, shifting towards a more possession-oriented, technically sophisticated style that can challenge rivals both in Scotland and on the European stage. Gilmour's ability to operate as a deep-lying playmaker, combined with his calmness under pressure, aligns perfectly with this vision. Coaches reportedly admire his maturity on the ball, his sharp awareness, and his passing accuracy, all attributes they believe will help Celtic dictate play rather than react to opponents. The rumor has also sparked debate among analysts who speculate that the addition of Gilmour could allow other attacking midfielders and forwards to flourish as a team, gains greater stability and creativity from midfield. This domino effect could lead to a more fluid and dynamic attacking unit, increasing Celtic's threat across all competitions. Inside the club, there is talk that Gilmour's role will extend beyond his on-pitch duties, expected to be a leader in training and a positive influence in the dressing room, embodying professionalism and ambition. The coaching staff's apparent confidence in this player underlines the seriousness with which Celtic are approaching this potential transfer. Far from a gamble, the rumor suggests a carefully considered move to build a squad capable of sustained success. Fans are eager to see if this vision will materialize on the pitch as the club looks to regain its status at the pinnacle of Scottish football. The buzz around Gilmour's signing continues to grow, feeding hopes that Celtic's midfield will soon sparkle with the intelligence and creativity that have become synonymous with the world's best teams. Further speculation points to the financial and contractual details that could make the Billy Gilmour transfer to Celtic a fascinating case study in modern football economics. Rumors suggest that Celtic have structured the deal cleverly to balance ambition with fiscal responsibility, a move that reflects the club's ongoing efforts to rebuild sustainably while competing at a high level. Insiders hint that the contract includes performance-based incentives that reward Gilmore's development and contributions on the field, aligning his success with the club's fortunes. The financial package, while competitive, is said to be designed in a way that mitigates risk for Celtic, who have been cautious with big spending in recent years. This approach has been praised by supporters and analysts alike, who see it as a sign of prudent management in an era where many clubs overreach financially. The rumor also touches on Gilmore's desire for regular first-team football, which Celtic are prepared to offer, making the club an attractive destination for a young talent eager to prove himself. Such details fuel a sense that this potential transfer is a perfect match of needs. The club gets a promising playmaker who fits their style and budget, while the player gains a platform to develop and showcase his skills. This kind of strategic deal-making is increasingly common in football, where financial sustainability and sporting ambition must be carefully balanced. If the rumor proves true, it could serve as a blueprint for other clubs aiming to build quality squads without breaking the bank. Moreover, it suggests that Celtic are serious about not just surviving, but thriving, using smart business as a foundation for sporting success. The ongoing speculation about the terms of this contract adds an extra layer of intrigue to an already captivating story, making fans and observers eager to see how it all unfolds. On the other side of the spectrum, skeptics have started to voice their concerns about the hype surrounding Billy Gilmore's potential move to Celtic. Some argue that the comparisons to Luka Modric are premature and place unrealistic expectations on a young player still finding his feet in professional football. Critics point out that Gilmore has yet to consistently demonstrate the level of performance and leadership required to carry a team like Celtic, especially given the physical and mental challenges of the Scottish Premiership. There are worries that the pressure of being labelled the new MODRIC could weigh heavily on him, possibly hindering his development rather than enhancing it. Furthermore, some analysts highlight that while Gilmore's technical skills are impressive, the transition to a new league and club environment is never straightforward. They caution that it could take time for him to adapt to the faster, more physical style of play and the intense scrutiny that comes with playing for one of Scotland's biggest clubs. The skeptics also raise the issue of competition for places, within Celtic's squad, suggesting that Gilmore might struggle to secure regular starts immediately, which could stall his progress. These voices serve as a reminder that football is unpredictable and that not every promising transfer pans out as hoped. They urge fans to temper their expectations and support the player without burdening him with excessive pressure. This critical perspective balances the excitement and helps maintain a realistic outlook on what Gilmore's arrival might mean. After all, the history of football is littered with young talents who dazzled briefly but failed to fully fulfill their potential. Under the weight of hype, whether Gilmore can navigate these challenges successfully remains an open question that adds tension and drama to the unfolding rumor. Finally, as the speculation reaches fever pitch, the anticipation among Celtic supporters is transforming into a tangible buzz around Parkhead. Match days could soon see the crowds chanting not only for goals and victories, but for the arrival and emergence of Billy Gilmore as a key figure in their team. The rumor that he will wear the number 8 jersey, a number steeped in Celtic folklore, is particularly electrifying, symbolizing a passing of a torch to a new creative leader. Fans are already imagining the moments when Gilmore will glide through midfield, threading precise passes, controlling the tempo, and inspiring his teammates to raise their game. Merchandise featuring his name and number is rumored to be in the same works, highlighting the commercial and emotional significance of his arrival. This level of enthusiasm reflects the hunger for success and the desire for fresh heroes at the club. It also illustrates how football is not just a sport, but a source of identity and pride for the Celtic community. The rumor has sparked debates, dreams, and discussions that extend beyond the pitch, weaving into the fabric of daily life for many fans. Yet amid all the excitement, there is also a collective understanding that patience will be key. Greatness is built over time, and Gilmore's journey is just beginning. The growing anticipation is a testament to the powerful allure of football narratives, where a single signing can ignite hopes and unite a fan base. As the transfer window edges closer to a close, all eyes will be on Celtic, on Gilmore, and on the unfolding story that could very well define the next chapter of Scottish football history. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans switching gears to explore the wider implications and what this potential signing means for Scottish football as a whole. The arrival of Billy Gilmore at Celtic would resonate far beyond just one club. It signals a growing trend of Scottish teams investing in young, homegrown talent with the technical ability and footballing intelligence to compete on bigger stages. The buzz surrounding Gilmore is not only about his individual skills, but also about what he represents in terms of player development and ambition within the league. If this transfer materializes, it could encourage other clubs to follow suit, focusing on nurturing talent capable of controlling games rather than relying purely on physicality or traditional styles. This shift could raise the overall quality and attractiveness of Scottish football, making it more competitive and engaging for fans worldwide. Moreover, the ripple effect might extend into youth academies, inspiring young players who see a clear pathway to professional success in Scotland without necessarily moving abroad too early. The narrative of Gilmore as a rising star choosing Celtic over other options is a powerful one, reinforcing the league's reputation as a viable platform for player growth. It also adds to the ongoing dialogue about the balance between exporting talent to bigger leagues and building strong domestic competitions. The excitement generated by this rumor highlights how a single signing can influence perceptions, market dynamics, and even the strategic priorities of clubs across the country. The potential for Gilmore to become a central figure at Celtic raises questions about how Scottish football might evolve tactically and culturally in the coming years. Will we see a renaissance of technical possession-based football? Could this be the beginning of a new golden era that sees Scottish clubs making deeper runs in Europe? These are the tantalizing possibilities being debated as fans and experts speculate about the impact of this young midfielder. The story unfolding around Billy Gilmore is much more than a transfer. It's a symbol of aspiration change and the enduring allure of the beautiful game in Scotland. Looking closer at the potential on-field tactical shifts that Gilmore's arrival might bring, is fascinating to imagine how Celtic's style of play could be revolutionized by his presence. Traditionally, Celtic have had a mix of direct and possession-based strategies, but adding a player with Gilmore's skill set could tip the balance towards a more sophisticated approach. His vision and ability to pick out precise passes under pressure would allow the team to build attacks patiently and break down stubborn defenses with intelligence rather than brute force. Coaches might deploy him as the fulcrum of the midfield, the primary distributor who links defense and attack seamlessly. And this would enable more fluid transitions and greater control over games, especially in tight matches where possession is key. The potential to replicate the kind of midfield dominance seen in some of Europe's top teams could transform Celtic into a side feared for their technical prowess and tactical discipline. Moreover, Gilmore's calmness and composure might inspire teammates to elevate their own performances, fostering a collective confidence that translates into consistent results. The number 8 role he's rumored to take is not just a number, but a strategic position that requires intelligence, creativity, and leadership. If Gilmore can live up to this role, Celtic's midfield could become a hub of innovation and control, dictating the flow of matches and imposing their will on opponents. This tactical evolution could be crucial in the club's quest to reclaim domestic dominance and achieve greater success in European competitions. The ripple effects of this potential signing on Celtic's gameplay might set a new standard in the Scottish Premiership, raising the bar for all teams. It's an exciting prospect that adds another layer of intrigue to the unfolding saga, inviting fans to dream of a new Celtic side that marries tradition with modern football sophistication. On a personal level, the rumor about Gilmore's move to Celtic sparks curiosity about how the young player might handle the transition emotionally and mentally. Moving to a club with the stature and expectation of Celtic can be a huge step, especially for a player still in the early stages of his career. The pressure to perform consistently, live up to the hype, and integrate into a new team and community is immense. However, sources close to Gilmore suggest he possesses a level-headedness and maturity beyond his years traits that have helped him navigate challenging situations in the past. This bodes well for his ability to adapt and thrive in Glasgow's intense football environment. The support of the fans, who are reportedly already rallying behind him, could provide an important boost, giving him confidence and a sense of belonging. At the same time, the club's infrastructure, coaching staff, and player welfare programs are said to be geared towards helping players settle in smoothly. The psychological aspect of such a high-profile move is often overlooked, but it's crucial for long-term success. The rumor paints a picture of a player ready to embrace the challenge, eager to learn and grow, and determined to make the most of this opportunity. The story of Gilmore at Celtic could evolve into an inspiring journey of resilience, adaptation, and triumph, resonating with fans who appreciate the human side of football. The mental and emotional dimensions add depth to the narrative, reminding us that behind every transfer rumor is a young player dreaming of greatness, facing uncertainty, but driven by passion and ambition. Speculation also abounds about how Gilmore's presence could influence the club's recruitment strategy going forward. If the rumor turns into reality and Gilmore flourishes, Celtic might be encouraged to pursue a similar blueprint of signing technically gifted, versatile young players who can be developed into stars. This could signal a shift away from short-term fixes towards a more sustainable long-term approach that builds a cohesive squad grounded in quality and potential. The success of such a model depends heavily on effective scouting, coaching, and player development pathways, areas where Celtic have invested considerable resources. The anticipation around Gilmore has already sparked discussions about the club's future transfer targets and youth prospects who could benefit from his example. There's also talk that his arrival could attract other talented players who see Celtic as a place where they can grow and compete at a high level. This domino effect could elevate the club's stature domestically and in Europe, creating a virtuous cycle of talent acquisition and development. The rumor thus feeds into a broader narrative of transformation and ambition, highlighting how one signing can influence an entire club's philosophy. Fans and pundits alike are watching closely, eager to see if Gilmore's potential impact can catalyze a new era of success for Celtic. This aspect of the story adds richness and complexity, illustrating the interconnectedness of football decisions and their far-reaching consequences. Turning to the impact on rivalries within the Scottish Premiership, the rumoured signing of Billy Gilmour at Celtic is bound to stir the competitive pot in significant ways. Rangers, Celtic's traditional arch-rivals, will undoubtedly be watching closely, possibly prompting them to reconsider their own midfield options and recruitment strategies to keep pace. The arrival of a player with Gilmore's skill set at Parkhead could intensify the old firm rivalry, adding fresh tactical and psychological layers to these already fiercely contested encounters. The prospect of facing a midfield orchestrator capable of controlling games and unlocking defenses might force rivals to adapt their approaches, potentially raising the overall standard of football in the league. This competitive tension could benefit Scottish football by increasing the quality and excitement of matches, attracting more fans and media attention. Moreover, the rumour adds a new subplot to the season's narrative, with Gilmore potentially becoming a key figure in one of the most storied rivalries in world football. The psychological impact on opponents who have to prepare for a technically gifted and composed midfielder shouldn't be underestimated either. This development could lead to intriguing tactical battles and moments of individual brilliance that fans live for. The rivalry is about more than just points and trophies. It's a cultural phenomenon, and Gilmore's arrival could inject new energy into this historic competition. The rumors and anticipation are already shaping how the season is viewed, with Gilmore's potential role creating fresh storylines and intensifying the drama. It's a reminder that football's greatest rivalries thrive on continuous evolution and new characters stepping into the spotlight. Finally, as the rumor about Billy Gilmour at Celtic continues to gather momentum, it highlights the power of football narratives in shaping fan expectations and club identities. Football is as much about stories and dreams as it is about results. And this potential signing embodies that beautifully. The anticipation, debates, hopes, and even doubts surrounding Gilmour form part of the rich tapestry that makes following the sport so compelling. Whether or not the deal is officially confirmed, the rumor itself has already had a significant impact, energizing the fan base and drawing attention to Celtic's ambitions. It also reflects the broader global fascination with young, technically gifted midfielders who combine skill with intelligence and vision. In many ways, Gilmore's story is emblematic of football's constant cycle of renewal and aspiration. For Celtic, it could mark the start of a new chapter defined by creativity, leadership, and a rekindled desire for success. For the fans, it's a source of hope and excitement, a reason to believe that the club's best days are still ahead. The unfolding narrative around this rumor shows how football is never just about the present, but always about the possibilities the future holds. It's a reminder that sometimes a single player can capture the imagination of an entire community and inspire dreams of greatness that transcend the pitch. The saga of Billy Gilmour at Celtic, whether a rumor or a reality soon to come, is a story that will be told and retold, symbolizing the enduring magic of the beautiful game in Scotland and beyond. Hello fan, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.